Hey guys, welcome back to another banging episode of I Say What I Like. It's your girl Eniola on the bait. It's sweet to be back on this, sweet sofa. Man, I'm so happy. Like I feel really excited. The weather is actually really chilled. And I'm supposed to be chilled, yeah, but I don't know. I'm just super excited. Yes, guys, welcome back to another banging episode of I Say What I Like podcast. And as usual, I'm supposed to have World of Lagos with me today in the studio, but unfortunately, due to some unforeseen circumstances, he couldn't make it here today. But we hope next episode is going to be available. He's going to be here because I miss him so much. Thank you guys so much for all of your likes, your views, your comments, your shares. It's like so amazing. I feel so loved. I feel loved, guys. And if this is your first time stumbling on I Say What I Like podcast, please do well to subscribe, share, because that's very important. And comment as usual, because that's what like keep us going. All right, on today's episode of I Say What I Like podcast, we are going to be diving into real estate talk, because real estate is really, really paramount. Everybody needs to invest into something. We're going to talk about the future of real estate. Everyone is screaming right now about how expensive real estate is. But what if I tell you this might be the cheapest real estate might be? A land you bought 10 years ago for about 1 million naira is now 15 million naira. Some ego there. And in another 10 years, who knows what is to come. Anyways, like I said, we're going to be talking about the future of real estate. We are going to be seeing what is to come. Yeah, we are also going to be talking about why the real estate prices might probably never come down, and what will happen if you don't invest in real estate. Joining me here today on I Say What I Like podcast is a seasoned realtor. She has, seen a lot of people win big in the real estate business, and also seen people lose their opportunity in real estate. Today joining me is Adenuga Modupe Oluwatoyin. She is the managing director of $1 Billion Luxury Home, and she has a respected voice in the Nigeria luxury real estate. She's been recognized among the top 100 realtors, and she is a Giddy Squad Award 2024 recipient. Modupe is passionate about helping people turn real estate properties into generational wealth. You're welcome today on the show. You look really amazing.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me today.
Yes,
it's a pleasure to be here.
We're super excited. You look pretty. Should I chip in something? Don't worry, I'll save it after the show. All right, before we get into the real estate conversation of today, I would like us to talk about something out of the box. I saw this on social media recently, and I was like, when I come on set today, I'm going to talk about it. This is from a particular doctor. I'm not going to mention her name. And I want us to just share our few cents on this. Okay. So, she started with, imagine surviving cancer, but then losing your life because your husband infected you with AIDS. This woman was diagnosed with breast cancer at only 36, with 4 children to look after. After several rounds of treatment, a year later, she was declared cancer-free. She was a fighter, but she fought for something else, just as strongly as she fought the battle with cancer. Her marriage, she always avoided touching his phones because deep down she knew the truth. She told herself she didn't want to die from a high BP. But what she didn't realize was that she was managing a high BP that would have been a better condition. She developed another tumor in her mouth, but this time it wasn't cancer. It was Kaposi sarcoma. The painful truth about this tumor is that its presence signifies not just HIV infection, but it has developed into full-blown AIDS. By the time her body was already greatly affected, during her battle with cancer and chemotherapy, a weakened immune system gave a head start, allowing it to progress rapidly into AIDS. Her body couldn't fight two wars at once, and it didn't win. She died of complication from AIDS, not because she was reckless, but because she stayed loyal to someone who wasn't loyal to her. And this wasn't even the most painful part. Her husband was actually fully aware that he was infected with HIV. He had been on treatment together with his mistress, but he never told his wife. Would she have discovered the truth and saved her life if she had checked his phone? We may never know. Please, if your partner cheats, protect yourself. Go for STD tests regularly. Do not wait for symptoms because any infection remains silent. Use protection if you're unsure, especially if you are immunocompromised. I don't know if I got that right. She left 4 kids behind. No mother. A cheating partner puts your life at risk. It is more harmful than just betrayal. Please protect yourself, not just for you, but for the body that you fought so hard to keep alive. So, one reckless partner is all it takes. Please share this to save someone out there. So I said I was going to share this on the podcast today when I come. What do you think about this? Because, it's a lot.
I mean, honestly, I think that people do not value themselves, to be honest with you. I mean, for someone like me who has been in marriage, I would say if you have a partner who is nasty, messing around, kick them out of your life. Like, seriously, quickly. Because they do not change. They're going to bring you into a lot of mess. You're going to bring you into mess. You're going to waste time. You're going to waste money. You're going to waste a whole lot of things. People should not condone it, either male or female. Your partner is toxic. Toxic, via cheating, whatever it is. Don't wait for them to bring you HIV. Kick them out. Save yourself time. You save yourself money. You save your future. I don't know what people are doing. You have a partner who is messing around and it brings you HIV. Don't even wait. At the first time he's cheating, get him out of your life.
Move.
People should stop stressing themselves. I mean, life is very simple.
Exactly. Life is like really simple, and there's
people
like a lot to enjoy.
Our culture complicates it. Like, stay in marriage.
Stay in marriage. And that's another topic I would like to explore. Yes, my own sense before I go. One thing I do, check your partner's phone. You never can tell what is in there. Because there are a lot of hidden truths down there.
But it's really, checking your partner's phone doesn't really mean...
It doesn't mean, help. But then at least if she
change a cheating partner. A cheating partner can even leave his phone.
Exactly, it doesn't change a cheating partner. But then if she had looked through that phone...
She probably won't even know.
She might probably know.
She might probably even know.
I probably treated herself earlier. But
do you think he's going to leave evidence of HIV on his phone?
If he's that stupid, maybe.
Just kick your cheating partner out. Simple. If once they give you reasons to find out whatever, kick them out. Don't wait for their phone. Simple.
That's true. One word. Don't wait for their phone. All right. Like I said, we're going to be talking about the future of real estate. So, Oluwatoyin, you look pretty. Like I said earlier.
Thank you.
Before we had that hot, brief conversation.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. So, everybody's saying real estate is expensive, screaming about how expensive it is. A lot of people want to invest in real estate. Some people don't want to. Some people see it as a type of investment that might probably not really yield, probably result for them, or maybe because they don't really understand what it means to invest into something and getting returns and all. But before we get into that, there is a particular personality online. They have been screaming, calling one particular real estate. Look happening. Yeah. I'm not gonna say that. Yeah. So and before I even get into that, let's talk about the overpricing of real estate. Do you think real estate is overpriced?
When you say real estate is overpriced, I want to ask you one question. I want to ask the person asking me that question.
All right.
When you say real estate is overpriced, are you talking about Lagos real estate, Nigeria real estate, or generally real estate?
Okay, let's put a lens focus. Let's say Lagos real estate is overpriced.
Okay, so when you say Lagos real estate is overpriced, compared to where exactly?
Let's say compared to Abuja.
Okay.
Yeah, because I really don't know much about real estate. Yeah, but at least with the few I've seen from probably other realtors and land from Abuja, Kube, the likes of some parts of Abuja, at least they're not as expensive as we see it in Lagos.
Yeah. Okay, so because I asked compared to where,
Kubwa, I don't know.
yeah, I said Kubwa,
Kubwa,
So I said compared to where, because when you say real estate in Lagos is overpriced, you have to compare Lagos with which city? Are you comparing Lagos to Johannesburg in South Africa, or to Cape Town, or are you comparing it to maybe New York City? Because Lagos is, currently the most populated city in Africa.
In Africa, yeah.
And if you look at in terms of urbanization growth, economic activities, and government interventions and structures, Lagos still ranks among the best currently. So you can't say Lagos is overpriced. Lagos is dealing with two things. The population rate is very high, currently at 25 million, with a daily estimation of over 2,000 people coming into Lagos every day. And guess what? Lagos is not, they're not producing more land in Lagos.
Yeah.
And Lagos is bordered by water both to the east and to the south. So you don't have much land in Lagos. So if you say Lagos is overpriced right now, wait a little bit. Because compared to Cape Town, Lagos is way cheaper. Compared to Joburg, compared to somewhere in New York City, where Lagos gives you security. Lagos is the highest revenue generating state in the whole of Nigeria. That's where we have the Dangote refinery. That's where we have the Lekki deep sea port. Apapa is there. We have the new international airport coming up. We have the free trade zone. Every expatriate comes into Nigeria now, and they want to stay somewhere in Lagos.
Yeah.
You do know Lagos has the most expensive house in Africa is in South Africa. Yeah, followed by Lagos, Ikoyi. So when you say Lagos is overpriced, we have not even started. With the rate of as long as with the rate of population growth, as long as the population continues to grow, demand will increase. And once demand increases, what happens to price? It pushes the price up.
Yeah.
So it's not even started. We're just starting.
So you guys are just warming up.
Yeah, just a warm up.
All right. Why do you think properties prices almost would never go down in Nigeria, even when the economy is struggling? Because you already shed a bit of light on that the population in Lagos is much.
Yeah, and it's rising every day.
And it's rising every day. So, do you believe the property you can buy today will be worth double or triple in 10 years, and why?
That question is a bit. That question requires a lot of, I would say investigation, because you don't just buy property and it doubles. If that's the way, everybody would become a multi-millionaire. You could just buy a property in your backyard. It doesn't work that way. It's about location.
Yeah.
So in real estate, we see something. We say in real estate, three things are very important. It is location, location, location. So certain things that investors do, real estate investors do, is they do not wait. They are very strategic in their planning. So if you're saying, can you buy a property and can it double the price there are some real estate property you can buy that can double their price in 6 months. Yeah. In fact, you can buy a property today and sell it in 3 months, more than double the price. You know why? You could be opportune to buy a property, let's say somewhere in Ibejuleke. And at the time you're buying, probably, let's say the new international airport that is coming up. Money has been released, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of things going on, yeah?
Yeah.
I tell you the fact. Let's assume you go today and you buy a property with a very good proximity to the airport. The moment the government move in their equipment to the sites and work begins, you can decide on whatever you want to do with your land. You can say, I bought it 50 million, I want to sell it for 100 million. And you throw your face away. Why? Because they have moved into sites. Because there's something that happens to real estate. People usually, when you see a bunch of land and it's all just grasses and nothing, bush, nobody's really interested. But if I go into that bush and I erect a structure, a fence, and I put a very big banner, do you know what automatically happens? The price of the property will automatically double itself, even more than that. And I'll give you a case study. this is a bit internal information, yeah. You can decide to developer, yeah. You can go to an environment. They buy that land maybe for 500K per plot, okay? And you buy it today and you can put it in the market tomorrow for 3.5 million naira. How many percent is that? That's like maybe 3,000. Is it 350? Yeah, 350%.
Yeah.
More. 7 times the amount you bought it. Why? I'm telling you, look, this land I'm giving you is an estate. Comes with a gated this, comes with this feature, comes with this feature. Then I move my caterpillar. I begin to clear the bushes. I get some guys to do fencing for me. Do you get? So the moment you put something on a property, so location is very important, and the fact that you are strategic. So it's very possible to do more than 100%, but you cannot just assume it's possible except you have a roadmap. You have an exit plan. We call it exit plan, in and exit. Okay, this is what I'm coming in, this is how I'm coming in, and this is how I'm going to exit. We have people that are coming at, they buy an off-plan property, and they intend to exit in the next 12 months. Now, you're going to look at the projection. Some properties in Lekki Phase 1, Lekki Phase 1 over Lekki Phase 1 does minimum of 100% every year. These are not just words, these are things that I have evidence I can show you. And let me tell you the way it doubles itself. It doesn't double itself based on your calculation. It doubles itself based on the current rate. That means if you buy a house for 35 million naira today in Lekki Phase 1, this is August, right?
Yeah.
In August 2026, that house could be worth 70 million. Right? That's double, right? Now, that 70 million naira is going to double itself, which takes you from 70 million naira to 140 million naira in 2027. Can you see the math?
Yeah.
So it doubles itself at the current rate. So you're not going to assume that my 35 million naira will be maybe 70 million naira more than 105 in 2027. No. You're looking at 35 million becoming 70 million naira in 12 months. And 70 million becoming 140 million naira. And 140 million becoming 280 million naira. 280 million naira becoming 520. It's even in rent.
Okay. So if the prices keep, rising like this, who do you think will be able to afford this type of homes in the future?
Okay. First of all, people need to understand that Lagos is for everybody, it's for nobody.
Because I was going to have a butt on that right now. All right.
Yes. Lagos is a demand machine. I use demand machine because very soon, most people in Lagos right now, I don't know how many years' time, if you're not smart, you can no longer live in Lagos. However, you can live in Ibadan. You can live in Ogun State. So Lagos will be for the 1% of the 1%.
Yeah.
Are people not living in Banana Land right now? Ikoyi right now. Where a rent for 1 year is 50 million naira for a 3-bedroom apartment. 50 million naira.
I need to make money, Lord.
So, and it's not stopping there. With time, you will see Lekki Phase 1. Lekki Phase 1 is already doing 25 million naira for a 3-bedroom, right?
3-bedroom, yeah.
The same Lekki Phase 1 is going to move to about 50 million naira in the next few years. And it's not stopping. In fact, there are places in Victoria Land, they don't even pay in naira, they pay in dollars. So, at the point you're paying for the apartment, you're paying the what in dollars. Same thing goes for the price of land. So, who is going to afford it? The 1% of the 1%, of course. That's the whole thing. Everybody cannot live in New York.
That's true.
I mean, some places in Cape Town, in South Africa, Cape Town, a night there will probably cost you like, when you convert it to naira, you could be paying close to 3.5 million naira per night for Airbnb.
Wow.
So in Cape Town. And we are actually comparing Lagos to Cape Town because that's where we're going. That's what they're trying to achieve with Lagos. Looking at all the infrastructural development and the way Lagos State is doing the coastal road, the main road. You see, there's a lot of money the government is pumping into Lagos to ensure Lagos is befitting for only the best.
Okay. So, right now, where are the sleeping giant location people should be buying before everyone notices them?
Okay. Unfortunately, I wish this question was coming in a bit earlier, like 2 years ago. Because everybody, I think almost everybody knows about Lagos right now. Everybody knows Ibejuleki because of the Dangote refinery. It would have been Ibejuleki. But even at that, Ibejuleki still remains one of the top locations that people can buy. It used to be Ekpe. But then there are some challenges in Ekpe. If you want to buy land in Ekpe, you make sure that you're buying a land that has a good title. That the government has issued title to the people. To the seller. And you know, places like Simi Lagos in Ekpe now, currently a plot of land is about 150 million naira.
Wow.
Because, I mean, it has CFO and, you know, some major amenities within the estate. There are still some CFO land with less than 50 million naira in Ekpe. However, Ekpe, you know, a few years ago, 2 million naira, 3 million naira, maybe 2-3 years ago, you still buy property. Even the Simi Lagos was quite cheap. So, you can still take advantage of Ibejuleki. Most of the time, what we do is, as a real estate consultant, if an investor is talking to me, I ask you your budget. And beyond budget, people can even leverage on payment plan. You don't have to wait till you have the bulk money, because that's what people think. You have to leverage on payment plan. You have to leverage on opportunities that can allow you pay with a lot of flexibility. You know, and please, people should avoid land that doesn't have title in Lagos. It's crucial. I keep preaching that gospel. Note untitled land in Lagos. Avoid untitled land in Lagos. You buy untitled land at your own risk. As a consultant, these are deep information. These are internal informations that we only give to our investors. Land that doesn't have title is like you're roping your neck with problem. You know why? You might end up spending more than what you used to buy the property in order to be able to secure a title, and you might end up not even securing a title. You might be on it for the next 3, 4, 5 years till they finally take your land from you. I said they because some people will definitely, the powerful ones.
Do you think the smartest investors are buying in popular areas or places nobody's talking about yet?
Yes, smart investors usually go to where people are not looking at. That's what smart investors do. You can't see a smart investor buying an overpriced property. Smart investors go to where people are going. And that's why smart investors are going to places like Ibejuleki, Ekpe. And I was discussing with somebody earlier. I said Lagos is becoming a commercial city. And little by little, what happened to, the yellow taxi drivers we used to have in Lagos?
Yeah.
Uber came. And now when you want to go anywhere, do you even think about yellow taxi drivers?
Nah.
You just go for Uber on your phone, the boat. So Lagos is becoming a commercial city. So the smart investors are buying up these properties. Our brothers in diasporas, our sisters, and commercial bodies buying up all the properties. So if you are smart, get a consultant. Don't work alone. Get a consultant, get a lawyer, get a surveyor. Ask the right question. And then you can be sure you're making the right decision.
All right. What will Nigerian cities look like, or what will the Nigerian city look like in 2035? More skyscrapers, smaller apartments, or massive estates?
Definitely. When you use the word Nigeria, it's a bit technical because Nigeria is big and Nigeria is diverse. We have mega cities within Nigeria, but we also have some cities that.
Okay, so let me rephrase my question.
So some mega cities in Nigeria. What would they look like? I told him, we discussed earlier. I said, we're looking at the population growth. You're looking at skyscrapers. We don't have much of it. Places like New York, you see skyscrapers everywhere. You want to manage. In fact, now people are not really bidding bungalows. How many bungalows? People are selling off their bungalows and bidding duplexes. It's still a trend. Very soon, they will take down the bungalow and do what?
Skyscrapers.
Because there's more demand, there's no land. So I will offer you have a duplex, right? And maybe your duplex is worth 250 million and you have 10 of it. That's 2.5 billion. I'll come to you. I say, look, I like your house. I want to buy. I say, no, I'm not buying. I'm enjoying my rent. Blah, blah, blah. I say, okay, I'll offer you 5 billion. And you look at it as a business person. I can take this money and go somewhere else. So I give you the money, I build a skyscraper on that property. You take the money and go figure out what you want to do with it. So skyscraper is definitely coming. You see what's been going on in Lagos? Somebody's buying up houses. Have you ever wondered why you pass some places and there was no free land? Right?
Yeah.
And one day there's a structure going up on that same location. Have you ever experienced that? Mostly in Victoria Land. There are buildings everywhere. But you come one day and there's a skyscraper. You are wondering, where did they see the land?
Yeah, that's true.
Commercial body. Some smart guys have mapped out that location and they will buy it off. So skyscrapers, definitely. And smaller apartments too. It's already going on.
Really small apartment in Lagos, man.
Yes.
That trend.
Boxes. Yeah.
But that's really not nice, bro. Because sometimes we on the last episode we spoke about the agency fee and rental stuffs in Lagos, and we spoke about, you see some apartments of about 900k in one bush, no lights, stuff like that. And now you said we should expect more of smaller apartments with plenty money.
Yeah. Because you want to live in Lagos, so it's your choice. You could rather pay for. Let me ask you a very simple question. Right. If you live in Victoria Land, if you work in Victoria Land right now, and you want to live in Victoria Land, and maybe your income is about 5 million naira every year, no, let's say 10 million naira every year, and you want an apartment for 5 million naira, you're going to get something small, right?
Yeah.
Because you want to live in VI, right?
VI,
so even if they give you, a toilet size bedroom,
you accept it.
You accept it as long as your bed and your wardrobe, and they will do it very nicely. Fitted wardrobe, fitted kitchen and everything. Open plan kitchen. So it's your budget. If you have money too, maybe you can afford like 100 M per year. Because VI is currently doing 50 million per year.
Yeah.
So if you can afford like 100 M, why not? Why can't you get a big space? It's just that it will fit in for every not everybody, but middle class and the high net worth individuals. So the middle class would find their place. So if it's a box or something slightly bigger, Yoruba will say Bowotimo, Logumo. So it's basic.
All right, I know some people right now are like probably changing their mind on investing in real estate, but there's one very key thing I would like you to like shed light on. How can someone avoid being scammed, when buying land in Lagos? So yeah, because like I said earlier, I'm not dragging anybody, I'm not saying that, and they paid for landed properties and the lands are not being allocated to them, stuff like that. And some people are like, have they scammed me? Am I being scammed right now? Or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And these are like really big real estate, companies.
Yeah. So the first thing that people need to understand when it comes to real estate investments is that you don't work alone if you want to make smart decisions. Why did I say that? When you want to make smart decisions in real estate, you need partners. You need a lawyer. You need a real estate consultant like me. You need a surveyor. And I'll give you a case study. And had bought many properties from So he needed to pay up the balance, get his documents, and was telling me he has not been allocated for almost 4 years. I said, okay, go to the office as a real estate consultant, because now he's just consulting me. He had been working by himself before. He just sees them on Instagram. Yeah. We have land in Ibeju. We have land in Ogun State. I said, now you're working with me. This is how I work. Get me the coordinate of those properties. And he did. He gave me 4 coordinates. The 4 projects were in no-go area.
Oh, really?
The 4 projects were waste of millions. This money running over 100 million.
Wow, that's huge.
Now, when you work with a real estate consultant, I'm a real estate consultant, and I try as much as I can not to affiliate myself with any developing company. So if you are a developer now and you say, I have this land, I have these assets, beautiful, can I have the coordinates? I will do due diligence on your property before having an investor add in money put into your project. You are a developer. Your focus is to sell your property. If you have clothes that is fake, maybe they brought you clothes from China, and you have already bought it, right? And you realize that the clothes you bought is fake. Won't you try to sell it? Because you want to recover your money. Now, a real estate consultant will come in and checkmate. Some people will fall for the scam. They will buy because the developer needs money. He has bought this property, he needs to sell it. He has built this house, he needs to sell it. A consultant will now come and do due diligence on the property. Call in the surveyor, call in the lawyer, review the paperwork. Ensure he has the right documents from the government. Ensure the property doesn't fall under any government acquisition area. Then you can now say, okay, fine. But in the case of my client, he lost all the money because he worked directly with a developer. So you need partners so that you can be all. So far, we have a team, a consulting firm. I work with Billionaire Realtors Group, and we basically do due diligence on all our properties. Some guy was going to buy a property and told me about it. I said, let me know about the land. I said, wait, tell the guy to give you coordinates. He said the coordinates is not ready. Tell him to give it. I said, it's not ready, it's working. I said, you want to put your money there? They have flyers and everything. I said, you don't do that. You don't do that. The guy, the pressure from the marketer, the beautiful flyers, the beautiful videos that were being rolled out. I told the guy, don't put a dime. Use your money to buy maybe a shirt, nice shirt. You work for your money, right? Don't throw it away. I preach this gospel. But you see, the marketer was more forceful than me. He ended up releasing the money. It's over a year. There's no title yet for that property.
For that property.
He, as it is right now, he doesn't even know if the government is going to step in tomorrow and take that property, or the guy is not even perfecting anything.
What do you think are the laws to, that the government should like put in place to ensure stuff like this don't really, happen often? Because we have a lot of people on social media right now that are crying.
Yeah.
Like that guy is like, he has over 2,000 people, who are in his DM right now. Like I said, I'm not going to mention anybody's name, who are in his DM right now. And this same, I'm not good there, but what are the laws, the government should put in place?
The government is already doing a whole lot. I mean, I will talk about Lagos. The government is already doing a whole lot. For example, now every real estate consultant in Lagos must be registered. You must have it because, we have agents.
Yeah, we spoke about that.
Agents are very dangerous. Agents can take you to a place that is supposed to be they know it's a drainage system. They will say, you're just a filan. Agents, they are dangerous. So if, imagine a real estate consultant, you're an agent, you don't even know anything about title. I say, oh God, just buy the land. Buy it. If you know by another person, they come. Person don't come with the money.
Agent,
if you know, somebody has come with the money. He's going to pay now. And sometimes it's true. You get? Because if you don't fall it, somebody else will fall for this scam. So you have to beware of agents. So government now is putting laws in place. Every real estate consultant, come and register with us. One, when you register, when you mess up, all you need to do is to report that agent. They will seize his license. That's one. Government is already putting that in place. Two, people should, we're still talking about the government, right? What government can do. I understand that there are some digitalized, app that the government is already working on. I think it hasn't been rolled out yet, which can enable an investor to, even if you're in diaspora, you can actually just from your app know that, okay, this land is free, is not free. Because most of the time, it's not like there are such different issues that happen. So there are some the government can be able to intervene directly. And there are some that they cannot be able to, because just like MMM and all this scam, CBEX, there's one that they CBEX, say came. The government is doing their part, but the people, do you understand?
Yeah.
If I go behind the back and I don't do due diligence, is it the fault of the government? And I want to buy a property and I buy it because of sweet mouth from the developer. How is the government supposed to help me in this point? Is the government supposed to open me up and begin to teach me not to give?
Yeah.
When you have consultants, teaching you what to do. But some people will still not do it.
All right. Is real estate not getting too crowded? Like, we have a lot of people, and now everybody is now a real estate, a realtor.
Yeah,
everybody's a realtor. You scroll on Instagram. Oh, we come and buy this land. Well, we have this. Even me now, I'm a realtor. A realtor, any other be. So is real estate not getting too crowded, considering the number of people and companies entering the market? What could be the consequences of oversaturated real estate market?
Okay. It has always been like that. It's not new.
Yeah, it's not
new. The only thing
but
that is making it look new is the social media. The real agents. Have you ever, before this whole social media drama and all that, sometimes you want to buy a house, you want to rent a house, there are like 10 agents on one house.
True.
So it has always been, it's not new, but social media now is giving them the platform to be able to say, I'm an agent and all that. Now, the bad part of it is because most of the real estate agents don't invest in their knowledge. I mean, I am an alumni of London Real Estate Academy, of Billionaire Realtors Group Academy for Real Estate. So I've done several trainings, and that has really helped me to know better. So I'm not really all about selling. For me, it's more about helping investors make the right choices. And therefore building a relationship. Why for the agents, or most of the agents, they really don't care. So what I just feel that investors need to just be smarter. Not everybody that calls themselves an agent, you have to check their track record. You have to ask them a few questions. You'll be amazed that there are some real estate agents you ask questions about as little as title, they can't answer you. Do you understand? So is that one really fit to be a real estate agent? No. So investors should do better by equipping themselves with knowledge about the real estate market. Everywhere, if you want, whatever you want to invest in, either as a real estate investor or a stock market or whatever it is important that you get knowledge about it. Don't just blindly put your money, your hard-earned money in the hand of somebody because the person is singing the song or the message of real estate. Ask questions. Look for a track record. Do a background check. Ask few questions. And the only way you can ask few questions is that you yourself as an investor, you are equipped with the right knowledge so that you can know the right question to ask the person that want to lead you into a project. So you don't your money doesn't just, get lost. Because real estate consulting market is oversaturated already. Everybody is a realtor. And most of the time, the target is to take the money from your hand. So you, as an investor, needs to have knowledge about real estate markets so that you can now know this partner, is it fit? Even your lawyer, even your surveyor. Of course, surveyor is a little bit better because for you to even be a surveyor, there has to be process. However, it doesn't still matter. You still need to ask questions. Your consultant is very important because they are the one that will ensure. I cannot see a client that wants to buy a house now. I can tell when a house is overpriced. There's quantity surveying. You can't see a 2-bedroom duplex in, let's say, Abidjan, selling for 250 million. You go and buy it. But some people will say, buy it. Oh, is it? No. What did they use to build the house? Is it rock? Okay, beautiful. Is a rock. It's rock. The estate is being built on. What is the worth of the land? On how many square meters is that house sitting on? That warrants the house to be priced at that rate. People buy overpriced house every day. You can't just walk into your house and just buy a house. Is it worth the price? And that's where a consultant comes in. That's why I said, as a real estate investor, have knowledge. and work with the right partners for a successful and a smart real estate decision.
Wow. That is, a whole lot. So for people right now that can't afford Lagos, because we said Lagos, is more like the New York we're going to get in a few years' time. So where are other places they should look at investing their money into?
Number one place on the list is Ogun State.
Ogun State.
Look at buying places very close to the Arc. We're having the Arc project, legacy projects in Songwater, and it's going to be the largest auditorium in the whole world. That means it's going to attract not only worshippers, even tourists. Most people, most of the Western world, they want to come in and see destinations.
Yeah.
Now you can still get properties less than ₦1 million, maybe ₦1 million, ₦2 million. That place, and we have the Sokoto Badagry Express with a lot of flyovers, a lot of beautiful things that are going on in that axis. Look at Ogun State. Anywhere that has a proximity to the Arc, to the Lagos Badagry Road, to Ekpe. Fantastic location. And Ibadan too, of course. But I would say Ogun State first. Because you have to look at what is in for you in that location. Because that's what drives the real estate market.
All right. It's been like a wonderful, session right now. And I'm learning, a whole lot of things I think I really don't know about real estate.
Yeah.
So this is like, we are almost rounding up the segment right now. What's one thing you wish more people understood about real estate and time?
Yeah. Okay. A lot of young people, I think I want to talk to the young people. A lot of the young people, you think you have a lot of time. And I bet you're 40. So now a lot of you are still making money. Maybe you're making a 500K. You should be looking at, the goal of making money is freedom. It's really not to wear expensive clothes. It's freedom. Because you can have money. If you don't have freedom, you are still a slave. So as a young person in your 20s, don't even say you have time. Begin to invest in properties. Be smart. A lot of you you're not working smart. You just spend a lot of time on social media and you're just scrolling. Spend time getting knowledge so that you can retire early. Looking at retire at 35, at 40. Because why? You've invested down. You have investment that can secure your future. You don't have all the time. By the time you're 40, you want to travel all over the world. You want to enjoy yourself with your family, with your kids, with your spouse. So begin to invest now. If you can, I told people, I have people that bought property for me that were doing 50K every month. I'm shocked. While I have guys that push 100 million, 50 million, of course. Everybody has level.
Yeah.
But some people can do a 50K, 100K. Look for projects in this place we just talked about now. And begin to invest. Don't wait until you have $1 million. You will never invest. And let me tell you the good thing about investing. The moment you plant, when you're investing in a property that gives you a payment plan option, if you came in and this land is 1.5, remember that the price of real estate doesn't wait.
Yeah.
In places like Aton, where is, moving up.
Aton
is very close to Songwater.
Okay.
Is this axis. Let's say a property is 1.5. They say the down payment is 200K. Then you do the down payment. You do a 50K. In next 3 months, the same property is worth 2.5. With a project that you only put 200K on ground. You have automatically with your 200K gotten an opportunity to make your 200K has now moved from 1.5 to 2.5. And remember, that new price doesn't affect you. You're still paying the old price, which is I bought at 1.5. So the new price effect doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
I already bought. So I can do a 50K. And let me tell you, you will think you don't have money until you go and print your back statement. I realize all the things you waste money on.
Yeah, true.
So that you just pass, you want to eat shawarma, then your friend will say you need one, then maybe you have 2-3 girlfriends. You want to impress all of them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, actually, I need Brazilian wig, I need this, I need that. But if you have a project you're paying for, automatically say, I can't buy that wig, let me finish paying for this property. I don't want them to, I don't want to default. So you're building your future. So real estate there is no talk about McDonald's, talk about Bill Gates, talk about anybody, Donald Trump. They are all real estate investors. And the moment you can imprint your name on a project, on a land, see, there's something he adds to your footstep.
Yeah, that's true. That's right.
So that when I want to tell people about my project, I feel good. Because it's not beans. Even though some of them, when we came in, the price were lower. But now the prices are higher. Let me ask you a question. If you bought a house for, let me say you bought a house for 5 million naira 5 years ago. Maybe now pay 500k, 200k. That time you will not feel like a big woman. Maybe you are now opportune to buy it in somewhere like Ibejuleki. Currently, that house is worth about 250 million. If I let me not go too far, that house is worth about 100 million. How would you feel?
Well, I feel fly.
When your friends are talking, you say, this is 100 million sitting in front of me. There's something that does to your mind. But when you came in, it looks small, right?
Small, yeah.
Real estate is the only thing that can help you hedge your money against inflation. That's the only thing. Why? Because the price of real estate is always like this. Inflation is also like this. So your money in the bank is losing value. Remember, fiat. The only money you can keep that doesn't lose value is gold.
Gold, yeah.
As long as it's a fiat currency, it is designed to lose value. Were they not buying cars for 500 naira? 1,000 naira? Same cars are now worth
cars are like very, very expensive.
80 million.
Yeah.
And there are some projects you that bought that time with the same money you used to buy that car that will buy you like 3 or 4 of those cars now. Places like Victoria Land. My dad bought land in Victoria Land then. Dad bought some land less than 100 naira. 1987, 1986. How much do you think plots of land now is in Victoria? If my dad wanted to buy with the price of the property in VI right now, if he wanted to buy any car of his choice, because a plot of land in VI now is over 1 billion naira. More than 1 billion. So for someone that has about 6 plots, that's like 6 billion. They can not buy maybe the latest G-Wagon.
He's gonna buy that.
But as at that time, that money could have also bought a car.
A car, yeah.
But that money cannot buy anything now. Because that money was less than 100 naira.
So invest wisely, basically. Invest.
Put your
wisely.
money in real estate. Let it grow for you automatically. It changes your status. Real estate changes your status. I mean, you think like a billionaire when you're a real estate investor.
Yeah. All right. Real estate, like we said, real estate is growing really fast in Nigeria, in Lagos. Should credit go to the government, to the investors, or its citizen?
No, can you take the question again, please?
Real estate is growing fast in Nigeria.
Okay.
Should the credit go to the government, its citizens, or the investors?
I think it's a three-way thing. It's a tie. It's a tie. However, the first credit goes to the government. Because nobody wants to put their money where nothing is working.
Honestly, that's so true.
So the first credit goes to the government that they are doing something and is gaining international recognition and is making most of international investors to want to invest here in Nigeria, and then the citizen as well, making use of the projects on ground, patronizing our developers and also our developers because they're also citizens, taking both steps to develop, to be able to meet the housing deficit we have in Lagos. So it takes a both step to be able to say, look, I want to start building. I want to be a developer, So credit goes to the... It takes a full market to raise a child, or a full village, to raise a child. So but Lagos... the government is the driving force. Yeah.
All right, before we finally go, because I know if you've been listening to this wonderful episode, you right now are going to be having a change of mind. If you don't want to invest before, you're going to have to invest now.
Yeah.
Because $1 billion luxury home said so. And anyone on the beat said what? Said so. So before we go, I'd like you to complete this sentence. If you don't invest in real estate now, in 10 years, you will what?
If you don't,
Should I take that again?
Yeah, is it in Lagos or where exactly?
I'm talking about general.
Yeah.
If you don't invest in real estate now, in 10 years, you will...
You'll be regretting and you'll be wishing you did.
All right, guys, you've had that from the horse's mouth. So it's been an amazing, banging, episode of I Say What I Like with Modupe Adenuga Oluwatoyin. On I Say What I Like podcast, she has shared a whole lot of insightful insights here on I Say What I Like. And right now, I'm looking forward into investing all of my money in real estate. If I cannot buy Lagos, if I cannot buy Eko, I will shall buy Ogun State. If I cannot buy Ogun State, I shall buy Ibadan. If I cannot buy Ibadan, I shall buy somewhere, but very close to Lagos. And you can find her on Instagram at
Modupe _BDLH. I'll take that again. MODUPE _BDLH on Instagram.
So if you need someone you can consult on, real estate, you need a consultant, someone that, can look very well, digging deep, you can consult her. She's very, 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 very good. Like, I can tell you for sure. And, she's looking pretty. That's my auntie right there. So I was going to show you something at the end of the podcast. All right, guys, please do not forget to follow us on our social media pages at I Say What I Like podcast. It's been a really amazing time here on the show. And please do well to follow, subscribe, share, and tell a friend to tell a friend about I Say What I Like podcast, because we are right here to give you some nice feeds, educational feeds, It's your girl, Eniola on Toby.